Hi. In this video today, we are going to look at SACE 300 Accounts Payable Invoice Entry, but with the use of distribution code. What does it do? How does it help? Let's have a very quick look at it. Let's say you've got many people working in the company who are entering accounts payable invoices. So maybe you don't want to expose the entire chart of accounts and they might not know how to search or look for the exact account when it comes to entering an expense. To ease that process, what you can do is you can set up a distribution code in AP Setup. Here, when you select it, you can create a distribution code. For example, in this case, I've used fuel, where I'm recording vehicle fuel expenses and I've linked it to a general ledger account. So you can go find your general ledger account from here in this list. So let's create another one. I'll click on this plus sign and I want to create one for stationery. A short code, I'm going to give it as STAT. So here I've got stationery expense and I can select the general ledger account from the list. Let's say I want to find an account where the description contains stationery. That's my account, G&A expense. Very good. I'll select it and I'm gonna add that account. Add it. Straightforward, simple. Now, how does it affect or impact your accounts payable data entry? You go to AP transactions. Let's say you can open the invoice batch list to see if there is any open batch. I don't have any open batch, so I can create a new batch from here. Or you can also use the invoice entry option from the AP transactions. So let's say I'm going to use the new invoice option from the batch list. And here I'm going to record stationery expense using distribution code. So this is an example. So I'm just entering like this. So this is the entry description for me. And the supplier code, I just have one supplier created right now, which is FE Stationery. So I'm going to select that. Now by default, I have mapped the supplier to pick up the general ledger account. Let's say if I have not mapped it. So what will happen is this line would be empty. And now a person is going to enter the invoice dated 22nd August, where the invoice number is 123457. Document total is 105. And here now, instead of selecting a GL account where, for example, the list could be very long because it contains everything and I may not want to expose the entire chart of accounts for any reason, then I can simply ask them to go to distribution code and they will see only a limited list of distribution codes which have been created for this purpose. So in this case, I want to use the stationery expense. I can find it here using the description if the list is long. In this case, I have only 3 distribution codes. I'm going to straight away select the stationery expense. The general ledger account description, everything gets populated automatically. So let's say I want to enter an amount of 100 and the system is going to check if there is any undistributed amount. Taxes are calculated automatically. Terms are displayed here. Optional fields, if they are mandated, then you need to select it. And then you can verify the total amount and add your transaction from this. Once you have added the transaction, I have only one entry in this batch, so I'm going to use the post button to post it straight away. When you see the message GL transaction creation completed, that means the transaction was posted successfully. Closing this, going back to general ledger, I can see that in the GL transactions batch list, this transaction will now appear in my list. So I'm going to hide posted and deleted batches. So I have got this particular expense on 22nd August. You can open the transaction from here. If you want, you can cross check the accounts and the amounts. Once you have validated everything, you can go ahead and post the entry. That's it. Posting completed successfully. That's it. Thank you and have a nice day.